This is an evil thought. Should you buy a level boost? Should you tell your friends that you purchased level boost? I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for over 200 hours now. I have thought of this myself. My answer to this is no. You can have this journey all by yourself and you don't need to spend $25 to have this awesome experience that you presume that you're gonna get. In this video, I'm gonna be explaining that in very depth. So if you have any sort of doubts, if you have any concerns, or if you still want to purchase the pack, link regards to purchase of the package in the video description. So if you want, you can click it and purchase it. But from my personal take, I don't want to do that, and I recommend you not doing that as well. I was considering purchasing a level boost, but I decided not to do that. I'm gonna share you my thoughts, my journey, why I think this would be a bad choice if you are willing to do that, and as well I will be sharing why it could be a good choice for you personally. So I'm personally a Sprout. I'm gonna show you right away. So I'm logged on in the game. You can see I have this little icon next to my name. This little icon means that I'm a newbie in the game. But how newbie am I, right? If I go to Steam, for example, it shows that I have played over 200 hours this game, even though I am still being considered as a noob within this game. Okay, doesn't matter. Still, I looked up Final Fantasy community, and is this the question that I've been asking, or this is a very new thing? And I saw that a lot of people are asking this question, and this is a not new topic, but since time and time again new people are joining, this question arises. People want to know the answer. Is it worth it? Is it a good thing? Not? And I started digging through forums. I started digging through a lot of communities, Reddit, Discord. I asked things in my clan. I was really between two sides. Either I should buy it or I should skip it. It's all right. And I started thinking, like, first of all, what is the benefit of joining the end game, right? Yeah. So what is the end game within Final Fantasy XIV Online? And there's a lot of information. There's a lot of posts, but I just picked random, and I think I got the cherry pick, the very best answer I could get. And this guy is saying that at the end, it's all about glamour. And if you skip dungeons, if you skip raids, if you skip communities like community gathering events and different types of content that you could unlock as you progress through, sure, there's a lot of things that is waiting for you on the other side when you reach max level. But it also got me thinking, like, okay, if I would boost my character, what kind of benefits would I get, right? And is it actually worth it? Like, not worth it on how much it costs, not worth it on the technical part, but like mentally, kinda. You're thinking, should you buy? Well, you're still buying the game. You're playing MMORPG, you're playing for the journey, you're playing for your progression, so you could progress it through, so you could see a lot of new stuff. And still, at some point, you're thinking, can I buy my way out of this boredom? Don't get triggered, and I'm not saying anything out of the box, anything new. Final Fantasy XIV Online has some like dull moments, boring spots, and not interesting content. And it's not only me. I listen to podcasts, I watch YouTube videos. Guys are saying such things, and this is not only me who decided that part of the content is boring. The first expansion challenges people to either like Final Fantasy or say that Final Fantasy is not for me. But if you can stick through this part of the content, you start loving the game. It happened to me. I didn't rush through the first part of content. I stumbled across the second expansion, which is Heavensward, and I really thought that, okay, I'm gonna calm down, I'm gonna read through what's happening. I'm gonna calm down, I'm gonna focus on the story, read all of the stories, And I think I did that for a couple of days, and at the end I got really bored, as the story is engaging, but the way that story is presented to me was just, I don't know, it's so unappealing for me, where when I go from other game to Final Fantasy XIV, I want action, I want to change of pace, but I don't want to be like nailed to the tree in a very slow pace where I'm reading dialogue, there's no voiced scenes, well, there's not so much, right? I thought that, okay, my gaming experience when I'm thinking about Final Fantasy is kind of ruined, as I can't really focus on the story and everyone's loving the story. And what should I do? So I found a way, basically, so I could be very happy about the expansion, be very happy about progressing through levels, and at the very same time still relate the story and understand what is going on, what's happening with an expansion. So I found this guy. Basically, this guy is Dr. Some sort of doctor, right? So this guy is explaining story, showing all of the major things combined into very short pieces. And if you're following this channel, I watched the first expansion content being presented by other YouTuber. I was bored out of my mind. But this guy is doing a great job. So shout out to you, Dr. Cocker. So yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm just playing through the levels, progressing it through. When I get to a certain point where I think like, okay, I don't really understand what is going on, I go to this person's videos, I watch the content, and in this content there's video explaining what happened, because all I do is just go through levels, skip the cutscenes, take a lot of screenshots, interact with community, do a lot of emotes in the game, and go through dungeons, go through bosses, because I like that thing. But at some point this thing gets boring, and I start thinking like, should I start boosting? Should I start boosting myself? And at some point I think like, yeah, I really got sick of it. Sick of going through story quests, watching the story videos, skipping cutscenes. But I started thinking, where if I purchase the skip of the game, what happens is I will have no connection to the game, and I will be thrown out into the giant pool of content without any sort of navigation where I should go to. Of course there's gonna be like guildies who's gonna be helping you out, but the thing is, I'm playing games so I could build my experience and my attraction to the game, and it doesn't really matter how fast I get there, how long it will take. And from my memory, all of the games that I have played, I quit those games just because I reached endgame, and endgame did not please me, or I don't know, progressing to endgame was too difficult or too not interesting. What happens in Final Fantasy XIV Online differently is that I'm not being forced into doing anything. And I'm gonna show you, like, I don't know the button, but yeah, I'm level 72 warrior, and I have different classes already leveled up. I have like Reaper 71, so one leveled up. I have a Gunbreaker, level 65. This is a cool character. I like tanks, you know that already. But the thing is, I don't feel forced into leveling characters. I don't feel forced going through story. There's PvP content, there are side quests. I'm seeing my character progress. I'm seeing my character collecting a very big number of cosmetics and different experiences. And from reading through forums, I saw that feeling overwhelmed by the content and feeling like bored, feeling sad, happy, pleased, excited, I don't know, all sorts of emotions. It's totally okay, and even correct me if I'm wrong, even when there was Endwalker expansion announced, Final Fantasy CEO of Square Enix said that it's okay to take breaks. It's basically meant for you to play when you are ready, when you want to play the game, and it's totally fine to take breaks. And basically, if you want to play World of Warcraft, if you want to play shooters, go play shooters. And it's no... I think even Zepla said this in her videos. Zepla HQ. She is Final Fantasy XIV Online exclusive, basically a YouTuber, that one of the things that drags people into the game is that you are not being forced to do anything, right? You're not being forced to do main story quests, leveling or anything. But I don't really want to cover this. The thing is that since you're not being forced into playing the game, I personally feel fine playing other games, and instead of searching for a new best game, and I know that searches can be very difficult and very energy consuming thing, I just go log on to Final Fantasy XIV Online and I just play it. So that's the benefit for me. And if I'm thinking like, what happened if I would lose part of this content, and if I would just have character max level, I could go through like dungeons. Just imagine being max level, going to earlier dungeons and grinding those dungeons so you could have accumulated certain number of gil. This is in-game currency, as you can see here. And using this money you could buy either cosmetics, mounts, maybe not too sure about mounts, but for sure cosmetics and just in-game some sort of stuff. What happens if you are leveling and you don't need to buy any of this stuff? And I personally, I have never had needs to use auction house in 200 hours of my playtime, because I have all of the cosmetics thrown at me, and I have like plenty. I'm not sure how to show it properly because I'm still new in the game. Not all of the changes look like super awesome, and it's dark, but yeah, check it out. There's a lot of stuff that you can get, that you can buy, and there's a lot of stuff without you going for the max level or having the need to purchase the max level boost. If you're still thinking about purchasing such thing, I think you need to understand and really pick a side. What kind of things you want to do. Either you want to just rush to the max content, do the dailies, do the dungeons, and decide either you like the game or not, or you are playing MMO so you could have an experience, have a connection with the game and with community within. Okay, let's see what is in the level boost pack. Okay, so if I would be wanting to buy a job level boost, so jobs is like classes, right, in Final Fantasy. If I would want to buy it, the perks are, I would get level is gonna be boosted to level 80. So all of the quests regards to the skill points gonna be, all the quests regards to the skills gonna be acquired. So basically this is, you're gonna be thrown at the maximum expansion with the maximum level of your one class. You need to pick your class. Okay, I'm picking a DPS. For example, I'm gonna be a samurai, right? And this samurai, to boost samurai, and I believe everyone else, costs you $25. So $25 for you, so you could get to max level and decide either you like the game or not. What? Wait, did you saw that? Oh, that really looked cool. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next one.